working on chipmunks. We are on our second episode. First episode we made the armature and wrapped the fingers and legs. And we're working from a chipmunk supply pack, which I've already opened up and dispersed all over my work table, but it's available on our website, which is sarafinafiberart.com. What's up, Milo?
Well, I might have gotten the fact about the toes wrong.
Oh, really?
Well, maybe.
Milo made a little mistake.
I don't know. I have to re-Google, but be impressed that I Google.
Yes.
Also,
is impressive.
yes, well, I learned that, now I'm questioning all my facts. I learned that chipmunk mating season is February through April, so we're a little late.
Oh. Let's see, where are we? May. Maybe they're having their babies now.
Well, you got a couple. You got something on your shirt there.
Oh yeah, he's hanging out with me.
I don't like the look in his eye.
I'm a total dork now. I have a fake chipmunk on my shoulder.
No, I like it. It's making my stomach growl again.
You need a grooming.
Well, that is not my fault.
All right, so we're gonna switch angles and get to work. Ready?
Yep.
Cameraman?
Yes, ma'am.
Alrighty. Off-white core. This is my favorite part because you just kind of move along. Take a nice 8-inch piece and split it in half lengthwise, and then draft it out even more. Some of this off-white is really thick. This piece isn't too thick, but if yours is, you may even want to split it into thirds. But ultimately, you want a piece that's, no more than 3/4 of an inch wide or an inch wide. And then I'm going to just get some wool on the body here by wrapping. I like to go from the butt forwards. I don't know why. When you get to the chest, you're going to do a crisscross by going over a shoulder and under an armpit. And then you have to go over the back. And then you have to go under the armpit and over the other shoulder. And that makes an X on the chest and starts to get some wool in there. And just finish that out around there. And then you can take your second piece and actually just do the same exact thing. Needs a good 2 layers of that on there. Over the shoulder, under the armpit, over the back, and I go under the armpit and over the shoulder. And this time I'm just gonna let this travel up the neck a little, whatever's left. Let's hit the tail and the head. This time take more like a 6-inch piece and split it in half or thirds. And one will go on the tail. If you're right-handed, you might be holding everything this way and going that way. I like to try to imagine what it's like to be right-handed. What the world would be like. It all started in kindergarten, when there was no such thing as left-handed scissors.
Oh, here we go.
And then that other piece, that other 6-inch piece, I'm going to put on the head. And this time I'm not going to do anything except travel down the armature to the nose. And when I get to the nose, I'm going to turn around and go back. Good, good, good. Let's do another 6 to 8-inch piece. Split it in half lengthwise. Now split one of those in half, so you have two 3 to 4 inch pieces. And let's do the top of each leg. The first time with these shorter pieces, we're going to do the top of an arm. And all I want to do is start on the body, hold it there, go around the arm maybe twice, staying towards the top of the arm, and return to the body. And that just thickens that upper arm, and it also ties the limb into the body. Can you see him?
Not really.
That's sad. He wants to be seen.
Oh, that is good.
He was hoping to be in that shot. Okay, now I'll do the other side. Holding it on the body, going around the arm, and then returning the extra to the body. I usually felt this from the inside of the leg out to get it really landed, and then turn it over and felt the fuzz down. Okay, let's do the back legs. I want more than this, so I'm going to pull a different piece. I'm going to pull about a 6-inch piece and split that in half lengthwise. And so one of these will do each leg. So go around the body, and then this is a technique I'm going to show you that I don't think we've gotten too much into, maybe on heads and other places, but when you have this round area or bent area and you want to fill in this space, so I want to give them a nice, basically half circle shaped thigh. Instead of just going around and around and around, which just makes a big log, if you cut across from the top of the leg or the top of the turn to the bottom of the turn, it puts the wool here, and that helps you make a nice thick thigh without building it up all the way around. Having a hard time speaking, which is unfortunate since we're making a video today.
Yes, I can't get past the thick, meaty thigh that you keep referring to.
I don't think I said meaty.
Well, I thought meaty.
So on this side, I'll show it again. Instead of just wrapping this, if I go from here and go straight down here, sometimes I don't even flip it. I just keep it. Probably could have used a longer piece to do that. But anyway, I use that technique a lot. I use it on heads. It's actually the same technique that I use to make little goat and pony and fox hocks. It's just on a smaller scale. But that is it. Now I'm going to take this piece that I had left over. This was a 6 to 8 inch half of a piece, and bulk up the body a little bit. I especially want it to get fatter back towards the legs. I like it to get a little wider as it gets towards the back of the body. So I'm going to concentrate most of the wool towards the back here. No, that didn't look like much. Got another layer on there anyway. It's a process. We're going to use this same technique that we did on the thighs on the head. So we've got this bend, and we want to get the wool, you guys can see, in here. So let's take that's about a 7-inch piece, I guess. And I'm going to split it down. And I'm going to go around the neck a little bit. But now, instead of wrapping here, I'm going to go from here to the tip of the nose. It's like a figure 8. And that really makes a nice semicircle or half circle shaped head. The second piece, let's get it around the neck, thicken this neck up a little bit. It looks like a turkey right now.
Turkey.
So I'm just going to go around the base of the neck, and then when I feel like I've got it thick enough, I'm going to scoot up here around the head a little bit. Ooh, it's windy. Things are blowing around outside.
Let's hope I don't start barking.
Right. I know it's hard for you to control.
Yes.
Okay, we need to bring this area together. So we're going to do something similar to what we did up here. So take a 6-inch piece. See, everybody see I'm not crazy? I'll have to hold true to my measurements now that I have the over the shoulder angle and the ruler. So I'm going to start on the back just by holding it down. I'm going to go around the top of the hind leg, and I'm going to return to the back. And that just brings that hind leg together with the body. And it thickens up the top of the thigh a little bit. There's a reason for everything. Just go around one full time and then return to the back. Ah!
Hello.
Oh, you scared the crap out of me.
I was just trying to video bomb because there's
Is boring.
well, there's not enough Milo. Hello, people.
All right, what does he need? He needs another body wrap and then maybe one more tail wrap. So let's get a healthy 8-inch piece. Split it in half lengthwise. Really get this body thickened up a little bit more.
If I could rap, I would.
I bet you could wrap.
Body
Myla.
wrap.
Freestyle.
Freestyle. Rapping the chipmunk.
Maybe not. Good. And then the second half we'll put on just get another layer on the tail. I like to get a good layer on the tail because that's how what we felt all the fuzz into. And this tail is looking a little lean at the moment. So I'm going to use this piece to even it up as well as thicken it up. So at this point, you can take a look at your chipmunk, decide if you want a really fat, beefy chipmunk, or if you want a little kind of
Starving chipmunk?
starving, squirrely chipmunk. I'm going to put one more piece on here. But, and then make sure your head is nice and full, because we build the face onto here. So if it doesn't look as well filled out as this one, you can take another sort of 4 to 6 inch piece, stretching it out just to let it be even and manageable, and go around one more time. I'm going to do that actually. So it should be more like that, I guess. I don't know how to describe it. Just a pretty well-formed crescent is what you want for the head at this point. No skimpy spots. Nice and even to work off of.
Did you say croissant?
You're gonna make me hungry. So we, before we stop and before we can move forward to do the next thing, we're gonna put a pelt on, and I want the pelt just to blend into the legs. So I want to make sure that the legs are the tan, so that when we put the pelt on, it's not meeting up with off-white, it's meeting up with tan. So I'm going to take about a 3 or 4 inch piece of the core tan and split it in half lengthwise. And on the hind legs, all I want to do is cover this bottom part of the white thigh. So I'm just gonna, it's almost like just making a, like a crisscross here. So I'm holding it on the thigh, going around, I think I'm gonna go around twice, and then coming up here. If you try to just wrap something that's tapered, the wool's gonna slip down. So you really have to do this sort of, it's like the cancer awareness ribbon shape. Comes down one side, comes around, and goes back up. You can try to just wrap around, but it'll probably slip.
I think people might just want to take your advice.
You think?
That's probably why they're watching the video.
Sometimes I think I'm talking smack, and then I think maybe people think I'm talking smack.
Oh, I'll call you out.
So I'm going to hold it there, come down around here without making it too thick, and then just angle it back up. And that gets that nice and covered. And then we need to do the same thing to our front legs. This is fine in here because he actually gets some white there anyway. But it's mainly just here that we want to make sure is tan. And you got to flatten them out and put them in some weird positions sometimes to make a good angle to really needle felt well. Like that.
That does not look comfortable.
Didn't mean to do that. All that. Okay, and so on the front arms, a little bit of a shorter piece, more like a 2 inch piece, and split it in half lengthwise and kind of draft it out. You don't want his arms to get too chunky. And then the same thing. Just come around and then go back up. Milo, you need some Scooby snacks.
Something.
We're going to have food here one day at the art house. We're going to have coffee and tea and a kitchen. And we're all going to overeat.
Oh. Sounds
But we
heavenly.
have a bathroom, so we can drink as much coffee and tea as we want. For those of you who don't know, we didn't have a bathroom at our old place. Alrighty. That's good enough for now.
I'm pooped. Wake up, lady. Where's your chipmunk enthusiasm?
I know. I have no spunk
They're
in my
spunky.
chipmunk. I know.
Ooh, spunk in the chipmunk wrapping up the back. I don't rap.
Maybe that's a little challenge for you for next time.
Oh, great.
Is to come up with a critter appropriate rap.
Great.
Okay, we're getting punchy. Let's wrap up, so to speak.
That was good.
So we pretty much got our armature to the point of no more wrapping. We're going to start building shapes. And so we build all the little face shapes really similar to the mouse and rabbit. You just kind of tweak them a little bit. And ears. And then he doesn't get too much more shaping to his body at all, really. It's all on his face. And then, but we do get to have fun with a pelt and a lot of puffy tailness and accent colors. So, lots to look forward to.